Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at fake things that happen in movies. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. People sneaking around inside air ducts. Don't get me wrong, in big buildings, you absolutely can walk around in there. I've done it a lot, but 1, they're dirty as sin, not gleaming metal. 2, there are screws poking in there and sharp edges everywhere. 3, there are lots of barriers to movement, fans, filters, humidifiers, dampers, and fire dampers. All of those would stop your progress. 4, it's not a quiet process. That metal bongs and clunks like crazy under your weight. Oh, so many spy movies have these. You know, they're just like moving in the air ducts, like crawling through it so easily. Interesting. But honestly, those scenes always make me so anxious because in my mind, I'm just like, what if they get stuck in there forever and no one ever finds them? But I guess people do clean up there. But yeah, that makes me so anxious. When someone is driving and they look away from the road by looking at the person in the passenger seat for a prolonged amount of time, or when they're constantly turning the wheel and the car doesn't move. Things like that bother me too much. Same. You know, sometimes I like to look for things to see if it's like, you know, like if it's actually happening. Like let's just say someone orders coffee or something, okay? I always try to make sure there's actually coffee in that cup. But most of the time there isn't. It's like an empty cup, you know? You can even hear it when they put it down. It just sounds like an empty cup. And when the person takes a sip, I'm always like, are they gonna swallow it? Do they swallow it? You know, I look at the here. Yeah, I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know why. When an actor clearly has no idea how to play the instrument they're holding, they don't have to be an expert, but someone show them where the fingers are supposed to go, or stop focusing the shot on their fingers. Yeah. It's always funny when someone's playing a violin and the fingers... It's just funny to me because a violin is pretty hard to play. I mean, I'm pretty sure all instruments are, but I grew up playing the violin. And even to this day, it's hard for me. Like, I didn't spend that long learning it, but I spent my entire childhood learning it, and it was hard, okay? And it's just funny seeing people, like, move their fingers around like it's nothing, and it does not match the synced music at all. It's kind of frustrating, honestly. After a hit to the head or being knocked unconscious, people are fine after a minute. Concussions don't seem to exist in movies. Unless the concussion is a plot of the movie. Like memory loss, you know? I honestly hate it when shows use the memory loss thing, you know? Like all of a sudden they forget everything about that one person and they act like that person is nothing to them anymore. So frustrating. Why do you have to put it in? No. Acting like an easily removable piece of duct tape silences someone. Yeah. Or when someone shoves a towel into someone's mouth and all of a sudden they can't speak anymore. Like as if the person couldn't spit it out. The person is just holding it in their mouth. But you can actually just like spit it out, you know. It's just funny to me, honestly. It's kind of frustrating, honestly. I'm just like, really? Really? Whenever some idiot is running on foot while being chased by a car that's trying to run them down, they, without fail, always run straight down the middle of the street. And all they have to do is simply run off to the side where there's trees and lampposts and plenty of other stuff to block them from getting hit. In that case, I always root for whoever's driving. It's always straight down, eh? And the car is just going straight for them. Yeah, honestly, why don't you just like run into the building or something, you know? It's always straight down the road. Yeah. Logic. EMT/doctor/random hero person using a defibrillator on a person that has flatlined. That is not how it works. You shock a flat line and all you do is make the patient even more dead. I don't know how that works. I honestly don't know how anything works when it's like a medical show. Yeah. I just believe it, honestly. I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what you do. Okay, cool. Drowning revivals. Victim is pulled, blue from the water. Couple of chest compressions. Hero through gritted teeth says, don't you die on me. Small arc of water shoots from the mouth of the victim as they cough twice and immediately regain consciousness. Sit up and ask, what happened? This always happens. You know, like a bit of water. They're okay now. They're like, oh, what happened? Thank you. All of a sudden, they got memory loss too. And didn't we just read about the secondary drowning kind of thing? What was it? Dry drowning? Yeah, get yourself to the hospital. You could still have fluid in your lung. Any scene where chloroform knocks someone out in 2 seconds. How long does it normally take? I actually don't know. I just believe it. I'm like, okay. It takes at least 5 minutes and the dose difference between asleep and dead is really slim. Oh, so you could actually die from it? I didn't know that. I thought you'd just faint. Oh, jeez. 5 minutes. What can you do in 5 minutes to fight them off and get to safety, right? When the plot necessitates the protagonist to be unconscious for several hours due to a blow to the head. Then he or she just regains consciousness, shakes their head a few times, and is back to normal. Shakes their head a few times. Yeah! Like when there's an explosion or something, and then that person goes flying, right? And they hit the ground, but then they still have like a little consciousness left, and then they just do... you know? Oh my gosh, I've seen that so many times. Romantic dramas. Some stupid miscommunication that could have been resolved with 5 minutes of conversation and a phone call turns into some feature-length bullcrap. The plots sometimes make you mad. Like sometimes the guy has to leave or the girl has to leave and the best thing to do is to break up. Jeez. I wasted so many episodes just for this. Waiting for them to get together, and the day they get together, the guy has to leave or something. Come on. Let me kill all the bad guys to prove my innocence. Yo, I have thought about it though, you know, like in movies, how the good guy is like killing the bad guys, right? But at the same time, I'm thinking, wait, but doesn't he go to jail for that? Like, just because he's a good guy, it doesn't mean he can get away with crime. But in movies, they don't go to jail. Yeah. Zoom in on that. Can you make it clearer? Sure, no problem. 2 megapixel CCTV screen grab. To be fair though, our CCTV cameras are still like this though. They're like, oh, we're looking for this person, but you can't even like see their face properly. Women's hair is always perfect after a crazy action sequence. They're also wearing heels all the time. No matter what crazy stunts they're doing. True, heels. I've actually never thought about this because whenever I'm watching a woman do crazy stuff, you know, I'm just like rooting for her. I'm just like, yes, you go girl. You go get him. You know, fight 8 guys at once, get him. But seriously, that's pretty true. Heels are hard to wear, man. Movie depictions of childbirth are often ridiculously wrong. They make it look so easy, quick and clean. This is not the case. Yes. And when the baby comes out, they're 10 years old. Nice. When they take a drink out of an obviously empty cup and don't even bother pretending to swallow the drink. Yeah, I always wonder this. Like, why can't they just pretend like there's liquid in it? I mean, like, why can't you just put like water or something, right? Is there like a thing where they can't like drink on set or like what? I mean, they can eat on set. Why can't they drink on set? I don't even know, man. Digging graves in wooded areas. There are roots everywhere. You can't dig a 6-foot grave with a pair of shovels in an hour. That takes time. Oh, there are always these scenes where it's one person just digging up an entire like hole, you know, and it's like so big and so deep, honestly. And it's like they only spent like a minute on it or something. Jeez. The member of the group that sacrifices themselves for no reason. Yeah. Like they all could be running out together, but one person is just like, just go on, I'll handle him. And no, they cannot handle him. A relatively small woman beats 5 large guys in hand-to-hand combat. I grew up with 5 brothers, had to learn to be tough. I'm different. Every time a car drives off, stops, there's a sound of tires screeching, even if on a dirt road. Oh yeah, why? Oh, that's true, eh? Yeah, that's so true. What the heck? Where a witness confesses on the stand. There's sudden surprise prosecution evidence. Witnesses monologuing on the stand. Oh, number 1, where a witness confesses on the stand. Does that not happen? People in real life use toothpaste when brushing their teeth. Ah. Yeah, sometimes in movies they don't use toothpaste. They just use water. I guess there's fluoride in water too, but that's weird as. Yeah, I have seen this before and yeah, I remember thinking, what the heck? That's it? They just brush a few times and then they just spit nothing out. There wasn't even toothpaste. When people fall in love and decide to spend together the rest of their lives after spending 5 minutes together. Wait, what the heck? Yeah. It's like they just know they're the one. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.